Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Today, I'm bringing you an intermediate full body reformer flow. We are going to be using weights today, so I have myself a set of 3-pound weights, but feel free to choose any weights that work for your body. Maybe you want no weights, which is fine as well. Maybe you want something heavier than 3 pounds. So you choose what works for you and your body. We're also definitely going to need our Pilates box today. So have your Pilates box handy. And I also have a loop band. We will not be using this around our legs. I will be using it for a segment in class where I put the loop band around the shoulder blocks. If you don't have a loop band, it is not necessary. I'll give you an option where you just pick up the headrest and you put your foot on the headrest. So not necessary. This is just preference for me, and I like to use it. But other than that, I am starting on 3 heavy springs. My headrest is going to be down to start. And then my handles are also attached to my reformer, and my foot bar is ready to go. Once you're ready and have everything together, I'll meet you on the reformer. Go ahead, double check your springs. Make sure you have your 3 reds or 2 reds and a blue. Go ahead, grab your hand weights. You can lie down on the carriage, bringing your feet up towards the foot bar. Your arms are going to rest long on the carriage. I do like my head down for this, so I'm going to go ahead, bring my headrest down. It's not necessary, but for me, it's what I like. So my heels are pressing into that bar. My arms are reaching long. From here, I want you to go ahead, take those weights, and I want you to slowly roll them towards the edge of the carriage. As you roll those arms long, I want you to tuck that chin towards your chest. Carefully roll yourself up. Again, bring the head down as you roll the weights back towards your waist. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself up, roll yourself up, reach those arms long, press down into those weights, and bring it down. Let's go for 4 more with our feet here. Curling yourself up, reaching, getting our abdominals warm, ready to work. You're thinking about pulling that belly button towards the spine. You're tucking that chin, exhaling as you come up, reaching those arms long. Let's go for 2. Pressing down with my palms into those hand weights. Last one, go ahead. When you come down, bring your head down to the carriage. And then we're going to go ahead, zip our abs together, lift both legs into tabletop. You want your knees over your hips, tailbone is heavy. Tuck that chin, same motion here. You're going to tuck the chin. Curl yourself up, reach those arms long, press down, engage those arms, abs are pulled in. Roll it back. Again, reach long, pressing down into those weights as best you can, rolling them away and pulling them back in. Tucking the chin, curling yourself up. Try not to pick that bottom off, reverse curling. That tailbone stays heavy. We're going to go for 2 more here. Curl it all the way up. Roll that hand weight back. Let's curl it all the way up. And bring the head on down. Go ahead, keep those legs in tabletop. You're going to go ahead, you're going to take your right hand, bring it behind your head. You're tucking your chin towards your chest. All we're going to do is reach that left arm long, pull it back. So you're reaching it long, pulling it in. Really engaging that oblique on that side by extending that left arm longer, trying to cinch that rib to waist. We have 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're going to reach that arm long. Now I want you to extend the right leg long, leave the left leg bent. You're going to cross yourself over, reach the arm, come for that oblique, and come back to center. Cross it over your body and bring it back. So if having one leg extended long is too much, feel free to put both legs into tabletop and just go in for that oblique twist. We have 3, 2, pressing down into that weight. Last one here, you're gonna hold it over. Can you just pulse the elbow towards the knee for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Head can come down. Both legs come to tabletop. Right hand is coming behind, my left hand, sorry, coming behind. We're gonna tuck that chin. My right hand has the weight, tailbone is heavy. You're gonna go ahead, curl yourself up. Head stays up, navel towards the spine. You're reaching that arm long, pulling it back. Think about squeezing that rib cage to that hip and bringing it back. A little lateral flexion, coming for that waistline, squeezing it out. No rotation yet, you're just reaching towards the foot bar, bringing it back. We have 3, for 2. Last one, you're gonna hold it up. You're gonna extend the left leg, right leg's gonna come to tabletop. You're gonna curl for that oblique twist and bring it back. Reach, that leg's reaching towards the foot bar. That hand is reaching towards the foot bar as well. I'm exhaling up, inhaling as I come down. We have 3, 2, last one, you're gonna hold it up, we're pulsing it. We got pulse at 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head can come down, knees to the foot bar. Go ahead, drop your knees from side to side. And then we are gonna go ahead, bring the balls of the feet to the foot bar. If you like your headrest up, by all means, go ahead, pick it on up. Hand weights are in our hands. Elbows are coming towards our waistline. Knuckles are pointing out to the sides of the room. So palms are facing in. Left leg coming to tabletop, right foot, ball of the foot is on the carriage. When you're ready, press yourself out and resist yourself in. So take notice how this weight feels. This is, if you're on 3 red springs, this is our normal double leg footwork. So just picking up the challenge. We're not staying here too long today. Next time you extend yourself out, I want you to punch those arms up to the clouds. Hold it there. I want you to bend your carriage in, open the arms to a T, extend it out, bend it in, pull the arms in. So you're punching over the head. You're coming in for a T press, pulling back to the center as you push out, coming in, dropping the elbows. So a little bit of brain power here. Stay slow and controlled. Keep those abs pulled in. Getting used to this upper body work because we're going to start adding on in 2 more. Extend the leg, punch the arms. Bend the knee out to a T. Extend the leg, the arms come up. Bend the knee, the arms come down. Now, on the next one, when you extend yourself, when you open those arms out to a T, I want you to come in for that bicycle, pull it back in, drop the knee, drop the elbows. So press. T, extend the leg, bend the knee, arms come up, drop the elbows. We have 3, 2, last one. Next time you come in, elbows come in, leg stays into tabletop. You're going to extend yourself out, stay long on that right leg. Left leg comes towards the clouds, arms come back up. Arms stay quiet here. You're gonna lower the leg and lift. Lower and lift. Really think about reaching long out of that leg and up. We have 4, 3, 2. Next time that leg is up to the clouds, hold it there. You're going to extend it a little bit out to the side, zip it back into the center. Send it a little bit out to the side. Watch those hips. Keep them in line. You keep that hip down. Keep it square to the ceiling in front of you. Pull it back into center. We have 3, 2. Last one, when that leg comes up to the clouds, you can bend the leg on the foot bar and bring your arms back in. Go ahead, roll that foot. And then we are gonna go ahead, switch to the other side. So arm movement is not changing. Arm movement is staying the same. Right leg's coming into table. You're gonna extend yourself out, punch the arms up to the clouds. We're on the ball of the foot. Bend the knee, arms come out to a T, press out, bend, elbows come down. So working the brain today, as well as a little coordination, taking our time. We're gonna add that bicycle after this one. If that bicycle is too much, just omit it. When your arms come out to the T, the leg extends. Arms come up, knee comes in. So the only time you're kicking your leg out long is when you're in that T position. We have 3, 2, last one. Leg comes in, arms come up all the way to the clouds, press that carriage back out. Extend the leg up to the clouds, hold it there, make sure your hips are squared. Tailbone is heavy. You're gonna lower and lift. Lower and lift. Remember, if the hand weights become too much at any point, just feel free to place them down. We have 4, 3, 2. Last one, we hold it up to the clouds. We send it a little bit out to the right side. Pull it back in. Extend it out. Pull it in. Remember, you're trying to keep that hip quiet. We have 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring it on in. You can bend the knee, elbows down, feet come to the foot bar. You can go ahead, bring your knees towards your chest, roll those ankles. We are all nice and warm. We're gonna come on up off our carriage. We're gonna put our hand weights down for a moment. We are also gonna make a spring change. So I am coming to 1 red, 1 blue spring, so taking off both of my reds and leaving myself with 1 red, 1 blue. We'll leave our hand weights where they are. We can come down, coming in to our mid-back series. You're gonna reach behind you, grab your straps behind you. Remember, you have the option between the long loops or the short loops. Give yourself some space from the shoulder blocks. Reach those arms up over the chest. Zip up those abs. Zip those legs together. Knees are over the hips. We're going to cut them into 100 prep position. So tuck the chin towards your chest. Slowly curl yourself up and hold. We're going to go ahead, extend the right leg long. Then we're going to extend the left leg underneath the foot bar. Then we're going to pull them both in and alternate. So the right leg is going to go under, left leg over. Pull in. Alternate right on top. Pull them in. Alternate left on top. Pull them in. Think about keeping that gaze towards the navel. Reaching those arms long. I'm exhaling as I push away. Pulling in. We have 4, 3, 2. Next time your right leg's over, left leg's under, hold it there. Draw those abs in, curl yourself up more. I want you to lower the legs and lift the legs. So you're tick-tocking between the foot bar, up and down. Breathe it out. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring both legs in. Head can come down. Place those arms by your side. Let's bend those elbows. Come in for a tricep press. Just keep your head down for right now. Still working. Just taking a break for the neck. We're going to go for 4 more, and then we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. But we're going to start with the left foot on top. Next time your arms are by your sides, hold them there. You're going to float those arms up to the clouds. Tuck that chin towards your chest. Curl yourself up. Hold it there. Left leg comes over the foot bar first. Right leg under. And switch. Look towards that navel. Keep those abs pulled in. Keep those shoulders away from those ears. If you need to put your head down, by all means do so. 4, 3, 2. We have to do 1 more because I'm on the wrong foot. 1, when the left leg's on top, right leg under. We're ticking it up and down. Tick it up and down. So you're tick-tocking up and down, trying to keep those legs working together. Breathe it out. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees in. Head can come down. Go ahead, bring those arms down to your waist. Come around for some circles. Keep that head down, tailbone heavy. Always heat up when we come to mid-back series. At least I do anyway. Last 3 in this direction. Next time those arms come up to the clouds, open them out to the T, circle them around. We're going for 4, 3, 2, last one here. Go ahead, when those arms come up, you can bring those feet to the foot bar. Drop your knees from side to side. Take a quick spine twist here. 1 more to each side. And then you can hang up those straps. And we are going to be coming up and making a few changes. All right, this is where I'm going to take off that red spring, so I'm left with nothing but a blue spring. I'm gonna go ahead, grab my box. My box is gonna come on to my reformer. It's gonna be towards the edge of the reformer near the foot bar. It's gonna be about 2 inches away from the edge. I do have a slippy pad that I put under my foam mat. It just helps my box grip a little bit better because this doesn't have much weight to it. Take your loop bands if you're using the loop bands. You're gonna take the loop bands and you're gonna put it around your shoulder blocks. If you're not using a loop band, by all means, put your headrest up and you use your headrest. Grab your hand weights and we are stepping into the well. Once you are stepped into the well, I'm gonna be starting with my left leg. So my left leg is gonna come onto that carriage, coming in with some hamstring work here. Shoulders are back and down. When you are ready, we're gonna bring our arms long. We're gonna pull the carriage in and resist it back. So you're pulling the carriage towards your glute, resisting it back. You're pressing down onto that knee, onto the carriage below you, really grounding through that foot. Now arms are gonna come for hug a moon. So next time you pull the leg towards your center, your arms are coming up over your head, you're releasing, the arms are coming down. Breathe it out. So remember how you breathe. It's a tool, not a rule, so just do what works for you to keep those abs zipped in and those shoulders away from your ears. We're gonna go for 4, 3, 2, last one. You're gonna pull that carriage in, you're gonna hold it, arms come up over the head. You're gonna bend the elbows over the head like a tricep. Now you're gonna pulse the balls, the weights up, you're gonna pulse the carriage in. So pulsing one up and pulling in. Working on that standing leg, that stability leg. Make sure you're not locked out of that joint. You have a small bend in that knee. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, let that carriage go. And then now I am gonna turn away from you. My toes are facing forward on both feet. So no external rotation. Everything is facing forward. Elbows are coming to our waistline, our palms are up, coming into offering. Soft bend in that standing leg. Just start with the feet first, so you're gonna pull in towards your inner thigh, resist it back. Pull it in, resist. Standing up nice and tall. You're gonna extend your arms out for offering, pull it back in. Extend those arms out and in. We have 4, 3, 2, last one, keep the arms out, bend the elbows. Palms are facing now towards the wall in front of you. Pulse it up and pull in. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Go ahead, extend that carriage out, and you can place that foot on the floor. Go ahead, take your hand weights, place them onto the carriage. Now this is where the box comes in. Headrest is down if you had it up. Still working with the same leg, so I'm working with my left leg. We're coming for step-ups. So if you want to hold the box, you're going to step it up, you're kicking the leg. You're stepping it down, and you're coming up. So if you're holding on to the box, you're stepping up. You kick, and you come down. Now, if you want more, you go ahead carefully, come to an upright position. You can step it up and bring it down. So depending where you want to be today, no kick when you stand it straight up because you're getting in to that full motion of the leg. So choose where you want to be, giving you 2 options. We're going for 4, 3, 2, last one. Everybody stays up, everybody's hands come to the box. Now, we're gonna take our leg, we're lifting it up towards the clouds, tapping it down towards the headrest. Lifting it up and down. Up and down. Breathe it out. We have 4, 3, 2, last one, leg stays up. Draw those navel into the spine. We're gonna lift the opposite hand, coming into that bird dog. Stabilize, we're holding. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, place both hands on the box. The leg you just had in the air you're gonna place it on to the box. You are gonna face the leg that you just worked, which for me is my left leg, is on to the headrest, and this foot is coming in to a half mermaid sit. Before we do that, we need to grab our strap and we need to grab a hand weight. So 1 hand weight and your strap. Now, option for your knee, it can come down on the carriage. It can come up on the carriage. I'm also gonna give you an option to make things a little bit more difficult, but I'm gonna start here and then we'll move on from there. Both hands one hand coming into that loop, both hands are holding that 1 hand weight. Sitting up nice and tall, sending those shoulders back and down. We're gonna come for a rotational twist towards your risers. So a half twist. I'm gonna rotate towards the risers, bring myself as far as I can go, and then I'm gonna rotate right back to the center. So only a half twist here, twisting towards the left, squeezing, returning to the center. So really think about that waistline. It's a small turn, using no momentum here, just those abdominals. Last 2. Last one, you're gonna come to center, you're gonna hold it there. Now we're gonna twist halfway the other way. So we're gonna rotate towards the foot bar, bring it back to the center. Using no momentum with this work. Going for 3 more. For 2. 1 more, we're gonna come back to the center, hold it there. Now we're gonna do full twist. So you're gonna come all the way, let the strap pull you. Exhale, rotate towards the foot bar, unwind. Rotate towards the foot bar and unwind. So really try to keep the momentum out of it. Let the waist do the work. Last 3. For 2. 1 more here. Bring it back to center and go ahead, relax that arm. I'm gonna give you an option. You can bring that leg up over the headrest if you choose. This strap is also going to come over our elbow. Now, hand weight is in the opposite hand towards the carriage. Elbow arm is coming behind your head. This hand is reaching long. So leg is reaching long out of the hip. Option to keep the leg right where it is or in the first position. We're going to bend ourselves over, drop the weight, bring it back up. Think about that rib coming to that hip. Again, reach that arm long and bring it up. I'm going to give you an option here. If you want more, you can lift that leg, come over for like a side over, and come up. Much harder. Base of support is a lot less. Need a lot more ab control. I'm going to go ahead and put my foot down. I kind of like this one a little bit better because I really feel that lateral flexion. Let's go for 3, 2, 1 more. When you come back up to the center, hold it there. Hand weights coming at the chest. Both hands now have the ball. Strap is still at the elbow. We're going to lean ourselves over for a little side over. We're going to rotate towards the springs and bring it back. So rotating towards the springs and back. Get that rotational twist of that waistline. A lot of ab work today that you didn't even know was ab work. We're going for 3 more. For 2. Remember, you have that option. You can have that leg up. 1 more here. Bring it back to center. Leg can come down. Hand weight can come on the box. I'm going to place both of my feet on the carriage, and then I'm going to take my strap off of this arm. I'm going to now put it in the correct hand, and I'm going to grab my other strap. I'm going to do a little bit of work here before we transfer over to the other side. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down. Arms, short loops or long loops, we're going to come into Y arms. So you're just going to open your arms wide, resist them back. Nice tall spine, waist is over those hips. Getting into a little bit of back work here, squeezing those scapula together as you open those arms wide and bring it back. Squeeze and resist. Try not to use the momentum. Watch how fast those springs close. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Go ahead, bring those arms to the center. Threading our arms through the loops again, but this time both arms are going to be in the loops. Elbows are coming to a field goal position, stacked nice and tall over that waistline. You're going to close the elbows towards the center. You're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together, press the elbows back and down, lift them up, and close. So open wide, press them down, squeeze the back, lift, and close the book. Open the book, squeeze and press, lift, and close. We have 5. A lot of us sit hunched over at a desk every day. Great for our postural muscles. 3, 2, last 1. When those arms are wide, hold them there. I want you to extend the arms and bend the arms. Extend and bend. Extend. Maybe you can bend your hand to behind your ears and open. Feel that back, it's starting to talk. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Next time the arms come wide, hold it there. We're going to pulse those arms back for 10 baby pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Release those arms. Go ahead, hang up the strap that we just used on the previous side. And then we are going to start backwards on the other side. So I am going to turn away from you to start. My left leg knee is coming up in that mermaid position on the box. My left leg is going to reach long. Now, you do need a hand weight here, so grab that hand weight. We're going to start with that rotational twist. We'll start all the way from the beginning. So when I do the rotational twist, I do like my foot down. So sitting up nice and tall, get long out of that waistline. When you're ready, we're starting with half twist. So we're going to rotate towards your risers first. Exhale, just bring it to the center. So just a half twist towards the risers. And bring it back. Think about those posture muscles. We just used them. So think about sitting up nice and tall. We just built those muscles up. We have 4 more on this side. Last one, when you come to center, we're rotating towards the foot bar. Exhale, inhale to return to center. Remember, think about just a half screw of a soda bottle. As you turn away, you're rotating a little upwards, I like to imagine, and then rotating down to come back to the center. We have 4 more after this one. Last 3. For 2. When you come back to the center, hold it there. We're going to go for that full rotation. So you're coming towards the risers. You're squeezing, rotating all the way towards the foot bar and bringing it back. Try not to use momentum. Stay tall, sitting over that waist. Shoulders are still away from those ears. Exhale away. Inhale, return. Last 4. 3. 2. Last one, come back to center, and you can relax those arms. We're going to slide that arm through the strap, so the strap is over the elbow. Now, this is where I like to bring my leg long. So you're going to find yourself sitting up nice and tall, hands with the hand weight is reaching down, holding on the side of your head. From here, you're coming for that lateral flexion, dropping that hand weight into the well. You're going to lift. Resist the springs as you squeeze the rib to hip. Lateral flexion, bringing it in. Now you also have that option. You can lift that leg. Requires a lot more stability, a lot more control. I'm going to put my foot down like I did on the other side. Let's go for 3. 2. Last one, you're gonna come to center, both hands come to the chest. You're holding that weight. You're gonna rotate towards the springs and bring it back. Rotate and back. You have that option. You can keep that leg lifted if you choose. Let's go for 3, 2, 1 more here. You got it. Rotate it out and resist it back. Go ahead, place that hand weight on the box, and you can carefully go ahead, hang that strap up. And we are going to pick up our other hand weight. And now we're gonna step off our box and we're gonna come finish the work on the other leg. So hopefully you remember which leg you did. I am working now on my right leg. So my arms are gonna be reaching long. My right leg's coming up to the center. Remember that you can put your headrest up. Adjust yourself as you may need. Shoulders are back and down. Just start with the leg work first. Soft bend in the standing leg. Abs are pulled in. You're gonna pull the carriage towards you, resist it back, working into those hamstrings. We'll do one more here. Release it long. We're gonna add that hug a moon. So pull it in, arms come up and down. Keep those abs pulled in. Try not to let that chest splay. We have 3 more. Last 2. Next time your arms are up, that carriage is pulled in, hold it there. You're gonna bend the elbows, tricep it up as you pulse it, carriage back. Pulse, pulse, maybe make them smaller, a little quicker. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release that carriage, bring those arms down by your side. I'm gonna turn and face you. All 10 toes are pointing straight in front. Shoulders are back and down, palms are facing up. We're gonna pull with that inner thigh and resist. Pull it in and resist. We'll go for 2 more. We'll add the offering in. Next time you pull in, you're going to extend the arms out, resist it back. We have 4, then we have pulses. We have 3, 2, last 1, arms stay out, carriage stays in. Bend the elbows, pulse it up as the carriage goes out. Pulse, pulse. Yes, feel that outside glute. In the thighs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release that carriage and carefully take that foot off. And this is where we're gonna put those hand weights down. All right, right foot is now, left foot is now stepping up on, no, right foot is now stepping up onto that carriage. Sorry, I got confused. Hands, start with your hands on the box. Carefully go ahead, step it up, kick the leg behind you, and step it down. Do a few here, and then if you want to take the harder option of not holding onto that box, feel free to do so. Do 1 more here, and then I'm going to take the harder option without holding onto the box. So you stand and squeeze, and then you bring it down. Stand and squeeze. Trying to find that balance. We have 3 more wherever you are. For 2. Last one, we're gonna stay up, hands come to the box. You're gonna kick that leg out. You're gonna tap it down to the headrest and lift. Keep those abs pulled in. Tap down and lift. Find that stability, find that core. Pull it in towards your spine because we have that bird dog coming in 3. 2 more. Last one. Extend that leg long. Soft bend in the standing leg. Just try not to lock it out. You're going to extend the opposite arm and you're going to hold. Breathe it out. Pull those abs in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands come to the box and you can carefully step back down into your well. Great job. We can go ahead, take this band off of our shoulder blocks. We are done with it. That is all we needed it for. And then we're also going to go ahead, take our hand weights. We can put them on to the platform and the box can come off as well. We are going to add on that red spring to that blue spring. You can go ahead, pick your headrest up if you choose. You can lie down. We're going to finish up this class with a little bit of feet and straps. So go ahead, reach behind you. Grab those straps. Go ahead, place them on to the arches of your feet. You're going to draw those abdominals in. You're going to reach the legs long to 45 degrees. And then from here, you're going to bend your knees, squeezing everything together, pushing the legs away from you. Bend them in and push them away. We're going to go for 3 more here. For 2. 1 more. When the knees are in towards your chest, hold them there. You're going to straighten the legs up to the clouds. Bring them down towards the foot bar. Bend the knees towards the chest. Extend. Press them long. Bring them in. Extend. Press them long. We have 1 more in this direction. When the legs come down to the foot bar, I want you to bend your knees in towards your chest. Now push towards the foot bar. Float those feet up towards the clouds. Bend the knees. Push away. Lift. Bend. Three more. Next time those legs are long, hold them there. Click those heels together, frog them in and out. We're going to go for 4 more here. Then we're going to add on to this. Last one here. Next time the legs are long, you're going to open the legs across the horizon, get that inner thigh stretch, squeeze them together, frog them in. So extend, open across the horizon, sweep them back together, and pull them in. Let's go for 2 more here. Next time those legs are together, hold them there, flip those feet to parallel. I want you to float both those legs up to the clouds, bend your toes towards your nose. And then I carefully want you to take one strap, bend it into a figure 4 over the other strap. Then I want you to allow that strap to pull you, get a big hamstring stretch. We worked a lot in those hamstrings, so I want this strap to pull you. Let your tailbone come up. Do what feels good for you. The longer you hold it, maybe you can get deeper into it just a little bit more. Maybe push out on that crossed knee. And then we're going to extend that leg long, bring that tailbone back down. Cross the other foot into a figure 4 in front of it. Let the strap pull you. Your tailbone might come off that carriage a little bit. Maybe push on that folded leg, pushing out on the hip. And when you're satisfied there, you can bring both feet back up to the clouds. Bend your knees. Carefully take those straps off. Find your foot bar. And when you are ready, you can slowly come on up. And go ahead, roll those shoulders. Maybe drop your ear from shoulder to shoulder, getting a stretch through the neck. Maybe get a few cracks if you're lucky. Maybe take your gaze up and gaze down. And go ahead, roll those shoulders one final time, and we have completed today's workout. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Bye.